Welcome to Paranormal Nightshift, your home for everything that goes bump in the dark, and your fan stories told right here. Today's story comes from Cassie, and it is titled The Housemate. The first night in the new house was beautiful. Sunlight had poured through the windows all day, highlighting the gleaming tiles and the spacious open-plan living area. But as soon as darkness fell, a strange chill settled over the place. It wasn't just the temperature dropping, it was a feeling, a sense of unwelcome. My husband and I exchanged glances, a silent question hanging in the air. The night noises started subtly. Around midnight, the unmistakable sound of bare feet padding back and forth down the hallway echoed through the house. The floor was tiled, so the sound was sharp. Each step, a tiny hammer blew against my nerves. Later, when I ventured out to the bathroom, a prickling sensation crawled up my spine. It felt like a physical weight, a target pinned directly between my shoulder blades. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle from the hallway intensified the feeling of being watched. The open-plan living area made it worse. We'd be sitting on the couch, the back facing the hallway, and the footsteps would start. They'd come closer, stop just behind the couch, and then a cold hand. It wouldn't grab, wouldn't claw, but the imprint of those fingers on my shoulder would linger, a ghostly echo of a touch. Sometimes we'd even see it, a wisp of something, a figure flitting back and forth in the hallway, always disappearing just before reaching the living room. Stepping outside at night was unthinkable. The oppressive feeling of unseen eyes and the prickling anticipation of an attack made even the short walk to the mailbox an exercise in terror. Nights alone were the worst. The house became a tomb, the silence broken only by the symphony of unexplained noises. It wasn't always malevolent, though. One evening, I had my sister over. The four of us were chatting in the living room when the oven door swung open with a bang. We all stared, dumbfounded, as it slammed shut again, then repeated the performance several times. Then came the chair beside me. It wasn't a subtle movement, a nudge or a creak. The chair lurched backward a good foot, scraping loudly on the floor. My heart hammered in my chest, but a strange sense of amusement bubbled up too. It felt like a warning. Later that night, another incident confirmed this. I was getting ready for bed while my husband played downstairs. Suddenly, a voice filled the house, a man's voice softly repeating, "I love you, love you." Over and over it went on until I snapped. "I love you too," I yelled back, irritated. My husband's confused voice drifted up. "Why are you yelling, 'I love you'?" The blood drained from my face. That wasn't him. It never was. Living with a ghost was a wild ride. It started with fear, a primal instinct for survival, but slowly a strange understanding formed. The ghost, for lack of a better word, became a grudging housemate. It tolerated us, even played pranks on us sometimes. We, in turn, learned to coexist. It was a bizarre arrangement, but in that strange house, with that strange presence, it somehow worked. With that being said, Cassie, thank you so much for your story. And if you have a story you would like to submit, feel free to do so right here on Paranormal Nightshift.